What's up guys, I'm Nathan and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the top, well not exactly 5 as you can see from this tier list, but the top, basically the best assists in Roblox Anime Dimensions. And before we get into it, basically what you want from an assist is huge AoE, because that is for the dimension purpose, to just clear as many enemies as possible, or large rooms of enemies. Then you want some decent damage, because that's a bonus, especially in raids and boss rushes. You want some kind of side ability, kind of like what Shadow Monarch or Sung Jin Woo does. You want a decent cooldown for your assist, and of course you want your assist to hit kind of fast, just so that you can kind of speedrun, especially in dimensions and stuff. So we have like the glitch god. I'm sure you already know who that is. I'll explain it later. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. And we have a few honorable mentions, mainly because they are kind of like AoE kings, you could say. Because if you will notice, most of the characters that are really assist material are those that have like huge AoEs. So basically, all of those characters that have huge AoEs and that are pretty good but aren't currently used in any meta configurations that I know of, they're gonna be in honorable mentions. Because today I just went through, tried to find as many world records as possible, just to see how many times each character appears in meta configurations, as well as like their advantages and disadvantages. So in honorable mentions, mainly because they aren't really used in any meta configurations for any world records or anything that I know of, we're gonna go ahead and put Infinity Gojo. He's pretty good because his assist does quite good damage, and it also hits really fast. Like, you do all your damage in just a few seconds, which is pretty good, and it's also got quite a big range. So he's gonna be in honorable mentions. Ice Queen Esdeath is also going to be, or Esdeath rather, is going to be in honorable mentions, because she has a pretty massive AoE. It's just that she doesn't deal as much damage or nothing that special, so she's just gonna chill there. Then Ryuko is also gonna be an honorable mention. She is an amazing assist and even quite a good main, but currently I've not seen any like world records being held with her as an assist, at least any new world records. So she is still a very good assist, but just gonna be in honorable mentions. So mainly because she does a lot of damage and has quite decent AoE. Another one that we're gonna keep in honorable mentions is gonna be Witch Megumin, because she also has quite huge AoE, but once again not used in that many like meta configurations. Actually not used in any of them, except like some people do prefer to use her in dimensions. And another thing that I just want you to take note of, this is just my opinion, because assists really are opinion based, because you can't properly test out their damage. Most assists do the same kind of damage. It's just that everything on this list are basically the best assists, and I'm going to be explaining to you at least why I think each character's in their position. So yeah, which Megumin is going to be there. Now so that's pretty much it for our honorable mentions. In 5th place, I'm going to go and put Broly. Broly is here because he's mainly a good assist against bosses. Mainly because he does quite a bit of damage. He also has huge AoE, meaning he's quite decent for dimensions as well. It's just that there are quite a few other characters that are a bit better in dimensions, mainly because his animation is a little bit on the slower side, meaning you're not going to be able to clear like large rooms of enemies fast. You can clear them, it's just going to take a bit of time, because he gets that huge spirit bomb sort of thing on his assist, which does take a little bit of time for you to actually deal damage. And in that time you could even take some damage yourself if you stay too close. But he's still a very good assist, which is why I'm going to go ahead and put him in 5th place. In 4th place, I'm going to go ahead and put Nezuko. Nezuko is just a gem character, but she is a limited one, and she is also one of the best assists in the game. She's also mainly used in raids and boss rushes, not in dimensions, because her AoE isn't really enough to clear large rooms of enemies, unlike the ones that are going to be higher, which is why I've put these characters in 5th and 4th place respectively. In 3rd place, I'm gonna go ahead and put Gilgamesh, or King of Heroes. He's got also a pretty massive AoE, what you would expect from an assist, and he also does quite good damage. He's used in pretty much every single meta configuration in dimensions. Even in raids, he's used every now and then, but yeah, he's gonna be in second. Like, he's a very good character to use as an assist. There's just not much to say about it. In second place is going to be Shadow Monarch or Sung Jin Woo. He's mainly used not in Dimensions. In Dimensions, he's used as a main always because he's just an OP main. But in raids and boss rushes, in pretty much every single raid meta configuration that I have seen, he is consistently a meta assist. Even in the glitch configuration, which includes Eren and Yorichi, Shadow Monarch or Sung Jin Woo is an assist, mainly because his assist is still going to go ahead and give you a little bit of damage as well as 25% crit chance, which is quite a help because most of those players that actually like get these world records, they already have around 60% critical chance. So having an extra 25% basically is as good as 100% crit chance, which is why he's consistently used. So even when he is when you're not using the glitch strategy that includes Yorichi and Eren, which I will explain later on in the video, even then, even if you're using Sung Jin Woo as your primary damage dealer, you do something that's called a reset strat, where you use like Broly or Infinity Gojo as your main. You do a couple of moves with that and then quickly reset, just so that you get a little bit of damage in. You quickly reset and you get Sung Jin Woo as your main plus his assist, which is kind of broken. And that's why I have gone and put him in second place, because he is used consistently in raids, but he's not in first, just because of the fact that he's not used in all of them, and also he is much better used as a main. And he's mainly good as an assist either if you use a reset strategy or if you're using a glitch configuration, which is why I'm going to put him in second. In first place, well, not technically glitch. Oh, also for honorable mentions, forgot to add this character, that is Shadow SDF, obviously same thing. So in first place, and I'm gonna explain the reason why I'm doing this, is going to be Esper, tied with Naruto 6 Pass. The reason I'm doing this is because these two characters are the only ones in this list. While, okay, they might not deal insane amounts of damage or anything, but they're one of the only ones in this list that actually have only a 75-second assist cooldown. So even if they deal very less damage, which they don't, they have a significantly faster cooldown, that is by 15 seconds as compared to pretty much every other assist. Like Broly's got a 90-second cooldown, Sung Jin Woo has a 90-second cooldown, Gilgamesh has a 90-second cooldown. Obviously, they are affected a lot by your assist cooldown reduction as well, because they're just such huge numbers. It's just that the fact that you can use them faster and they both have massive AoE makes them amazing for Dimensions and quite usable for raids. I've kept them tied mainly because they both kind of do the same thing. The reason why I've put Esper higher in the tie for first place is just because of the fact that you instantly do the damage. Naruto is also there because he actually deals more damage than Esper, but Esper is just a bit faster because Naruto takes a little bit, like when Kurama shows up and whatnot, it takes a little bit of a time to charge up and actually deal the damage, which is why I'm not putting him like ahead of Esper, but they both practically do the same thing. Esper is just used in the meta configuration for Dimensions mainly because of the fact that you instantly do damage, so it just makes it a lot faster. But Naruto is still a very good option, especially when Esper becomes unobtainable, which is why I recommend you go ahead and get him before he does become unobtainable. And in Glitch God tier, because without the fact that he just keeps appearing in like literally every single glitch combo, I mean, he's just mid. But when you take into account the glitches, which I'll tell you how they work, yeah, he's very OP. And the Yorichi Eren glitch, basically you can reach like 2 billion damage, or at least like you can definitely do significantly more damage with Eren and Yorichi, with the glitch of course, than you can using Shadow Monarch. And the reason is Yorichi's assist has a weird thing. I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional, probably unintentional, but then again, the developers have not patched this, and I'm pretty sure the glitch was found out quite a while ago. So what Yorichi does is that whenever you use his assist and leave a little bit of time, he kind of has this weird thing where you can kind of bypass being locked in place. As you know, there's a lot of moves that make you locked in place and not be able to use other moves, and he bypasses that. And if you're wondering the significance of it, Eren's third ability allows you to spam his first and second. Obviously, spamming his second move, since it just does more damage, it's obviously a lot more efficient. But the thing is, I mean, Eren is very good, even normally, but he's a little bit limited because on his smashing the ground thing, he does that 3 times, so that does take around 2 to 3 seconds or even 4 seconds for him to just finish the animation, and no amount of cooldown reduction can really change that. I mean, it's just his animation taking that time, and until he finishes that animation, you can't really spam him again when you use Berserk, because you can use him multiple times. It's just that you need to wait for the animation to get over, and that's why he deals a little bit lesser damage. However, when you time it perfectly, and if you use Yorichi, you can bypass the fact that your animation is still going and literally just spam it more than you should be able to, because when you should be locked in place because, well, you're smashing the ground, you can just click it again and just keep doing damage. And that is why Yorichi is just in all of these glitch combinations, because of this side ability. Another character that you can say would have a side ability is, if I'm not mistaken, Diablo or Primordial. When you use his assist, you actually get iframes, which is another thing that you don't often see. But I mean, he's obviously not on this list because he doesn't deal enough damage to be in the list. And also, he's full AoE, but meaning you can't really like shoot a projectile. Meaning you have to go into the middle of all the enemies to actually use his assist, which is why he's obviously not in the list. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So if there's any other opinions that you have, because like I said, this is more opinion based than others, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.